Your host, John Gillespie. Today's show is being brought to you by your Toyota dealer. I love what you do for me, Toyota. And by the Pabst Brewing Company. When you want a great taste in beer, just say PB Army ASAP. By Repel Insect Repellent and Baitmate Ultimate Baits with all natural scent, taste, and action. And by Spheris Sporting Goods on 76th and Mill Road. Spheris is sportsmen serving sportsmen. Welcome to Wisconsin's Waters and Woods. You know, ever since I was a kid, I've really enjoyed crappie fishing. On today's show, we're going to head up to Stevens Point and meet a guide who guarantees 40 crappies every time you go out. Also on today's show, we're going to visit the fishing clinics, which were held in southeastern Wisconsin for kids. And also, I'll have this week's winners, the 1992 Wisconsin Pabst Blue Ribbon Fishing Contest. All of that coming up right after this.
Most of the time, just fishing them on 4-pound test line, trying to get them down deep and letting them drift along in the current.
This past week, we drove up to Stevens Point to fish crappies. Our guide for the day, John Kolbeck, who retired from the Air Force to pursue his real love, fishing. John is one of the few guides who guarantees fish or you don't pay. John, you guys had a ton of snow yesterday, a big snowstorm, and you were catching fish during the snowstorm.
Yeah, we put up with it for about 5 hours. It was coming down hard, but we ended up with about 100 crappies.
Really?
Yep.
Now, is that common this time of year? We're in mid-April.
Yeah, that's, well, the weather's not common, but the fishing is, crappie fishing is always excellent here in April.
Now, I know you're one of the few guides that have sent out a brochure where you actually guarantee fish. What is that guarantee?
Well, on the crappie, I guarantee 40 crappie a day for the whole boat. And in the summer, I also guarantee 20 bass a day if the people would rather bass fish instead of crappie fishing. I've only had 2 days in 2 years where I didn't make my guaranteed limit, so it's pretty consistent fishing here.
John had me using a black and chartreuse tube jig, but that wasn't the only trick involved.
It's rigged up on a slip bobber rig where the bobber will, you know, slide up and down until it hits this little knot here. I'm going to set it around 12 feet. That was a good depth yesterday because it's only about 13 feet of water here, so it'll keep you just off the bottom, which is where most of the fish are.
Yeah,
you got 'em.
All right. Hey, that's great. I love this thing.
Doing so fast, though. You're going to...
Yeah, I keep forgetting these crappies have
That's
these
a nice
paper-thin mouths. Sure, that's a nice crappie. Boy, I like that flip bobber system, John. That's great. That's a nice crappie. Good way to start the day. And
yeah.
You got 100 of these yesterday?
101. Well, I wasn't counting.
Well, I'm going to stick with the slip bobber for a while. That really is great. Super.
About a 10-incher.
Yeah.
Ooh, this feels like a better one. Might be
Really?
a walleye. It's pulling a little harder.
Really? You get walleyes in these crappie spots?
Yeah, oh yeah, there's walleyes in here too. I don't fish for them on purpose that much.
Yeah, you called it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a decent walleye.
Yeah.
Now, is there a size limit in here on
yeah,
these?
15 inches. This one's probably about 14.
Hey,
14
that's
and
nice.
7/8 is the most common size walleye in the river here.
Uh-huh. And what does that one go? About 14 and 7/8, right?
Well, we'll see here.
Okay.
I'd say 14.
Yeah.
Yep, 14, right exactly. 22 to 36 is
Now,
14.
how are the walleyes to eat out of here up in Stevens Point? I've heard horror stories, but that's not true anymore, huh?
No, they're good. Now, most guys don't keep the big ones to eat, though, because that's like any lake, though. If you get a 5 or 6 pounder, they're not really as good to eat as a 16, 17, 18 inches
Right.
is the best size.
Hey, here's another one. Here's another one, John. Oh, man, here's another one. Ooh, they fight. They put up a nice fight,
Well,
too.
these nice little ultralight rods.
Oh, there he is. Here he comes.
Yeah, that's a dandy. That's
Now,
a white crappie.
another white one,
That's
huh?
a white. See, the other two are black. You want to
Okay.
hold them side by side and you can see the difference.
Yeah, let's do that because now what kind is this one?
That's a white crappie.
Okay.
They have, they're a little skinnier than the blacks, and they have those vertical bars. Where these black crappie have a mottled, they don't really have any bars.
Okay.
Show you the
Yeah,
difference.
no, I can plainly see the difference
see how
now.
The white
Sure.
ones are skinnier, and they have like vertical bars, and then the blacks, this is the black, have like a mottled appearance, and they're wider.
Now watch that bobber. There's a bite. There. There he is. There he is. I got him. Now that was close to the boat again. That was close to the boat again. Ooh, now that's a decent one too.
Yeah, black.
You know, all those crappies are running about the same size,
Yeah.
and they're just beautiful.
You very rarely get little ones. I don't know where the little ones are. But
Well, I'm glad you don't.
Yeah.
Keep us where the big ones are, you know?
This
That's
is the
not a
big one.
crappie, is it?
no crappie this time.
Oh, and look at that thing bend that pole.
This is a little ultralight with 4-pound line, so I got to take it easy.
That's a big walleye. Look at the size of that
is that a
walleye. That
hog?
thing's
Look at that.
huge.
Wait,
Ooh, that is a real pig. Look at the size of that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, look at the size of that pig.
That is a big one.
That's a 4 or 5 pound fish, maybe bigger.
Maybe bigger, yeah.
I'm not used to this rubber net here.
Yeah, you gotta.
Oh, is this a dandy? This is a fish. Oh my, look at him. Yes, there we go.
Right.
Is that a gorgeous walleye? Holy cow, look at that thing, folks.
Ooh, that's a beauty.
Oh my, is that a beauty, John? That's got to be one of the bigger ones you caught this year?
Yeah, in here.
Holy cow, that's exciting.
See, you don't need those minnows either.
Is that gorgeous?
Let's measure him. See how long he was. Oh, you can measure from your end. That's a 1 inch.
There we go.
24.5.
Definitely a legal walleye.
Oh,
boy,
yeah.
is that gorgeous.
That's
Hold him up for the camera, John. That's pretty exciting.
That's about a 5 pound fish.
That is a beauty. Oh, that was super. And what a fight. You handled that thing beautifully.
Yeah.
Is that something?
That's
right?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the kind that I said they're fun to catch, but they're too big to eat. They, you know, this one looks like it's already spawned though.
Isn't that amazing?
Unless it's a big male, but I think it's probably already spawned. You can see the, we did clean a little one yesterday and it hadn't spawned yet. But these are too big and too valuable to eat. So
yeah, let them go and fight another day and breed again. That's great.
put her back.
Great. Hey, nice job. Give me 5. That's super. That's great. Hey, another one, John. Another one, John. Yeah. Ooh, look at him. Look at him.
Another nice one.
Another nice one. They're all good eating size.
Yeah, they're just right. 10 inches.
Yep. I'm gonna eat well tonight. I was glad to see you let that walleye go too, John, by the way. You know, it's so nice to see catch and release for a breeder fish like that. And you took the picture of them so you have the memory.
Yep. I do that. I offer my clients a 10% discount if they let all their fish go, and I bring a camera on in case they forget it, and in case they get a lunker, I'll take pictures of it, you know, and give them a picture.
This is just amazing. It's just amazing. It's getting to the point now where it's one after another. I don't even have to cast out.
No, you just let it
And
hang
that's
off
a
the
nice
side.
one.
Ooh, that's a big one.
That's the biggest of the day so far, I think.
I think so.
They're all nice hand-sized crappies.
Yeah, all 10 to 11 inches.
And you really think, John, it's common to come out here and catch 50 or 100 a day?
Yeah, well, last year we caught almost 5,000 out of my boat. So
5,000 crappies?
Yeah, and we bass fished most of the time, so they were just sort of like in the spring and in the fall when the bass weren't biting.
Well, you're going to have me come back in the summer for some of that smallmouth fishing.
Smallmouth and catfish, too.
Great. Ooh, this one feels decent. All right.
That's another big one.
Yes, it is. And see, I lifted him out. Maybe I shouldn't have.
Well, he isn't as big as that one that got away, though.
No, but that's nice. That's a nice-sized crappie.
Yep.
They seem to be running a little bit bigger right now, too.
Well, they're probably all around the boat. It's just a matter.
I think they moved over to your side a little bit there.
Come on.
Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a nice
good
one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good 10-incher.
Crappie fishing. I'll tell you, I've loved this since I was a kid. You know that?
Yeah, it's fun fishing, and you're liable to tie into a big fish using these little jigs, like we already did. That happens many times during the course of a year.
Are you finding a lot of clients now that will come up and enjoy this kind of? I mean, want to go crappie fishing, John?
Well, since I started promoting the fact that you can catch so many, I've been getting a lot of calls and stuff. And of course, this year I probably got a dozen people booked for April to try crappie fishing.
Now, if they want to get a hold of you, what did they just call you? What's your number?
Yeah, they just call me. It's area code is 715-341-5687.
And you'll be guiding crappies for how long?
Well, crappies for about another 6 weeks, and then really any time they want to crappie fish is good. We caught more in June than we did any time last year, but I get a lot of people like to smallmouth fish because it's not unusual to get 50 smallmouths a day here in the summer. So most of the guys that come up in the summer want to bass fish, but
you have some availables for crappies right now, huh?
Oh yeah, I have openings right now.
Why are so many people saying yes to Toyota? Because Toyota quality.
Nice white crappie. Shouldn't be doing this. I hope I don't lose them, but I didn't. There we go.
That's a nice one, yeah.
Folks, what I should have done really is what John had explained to me before. Use a dip net for these big ones because, of course, he's hooked pretty well. But you can pull that hook right out of their mouths, and you hate to lose one like that, you know? Let's take a look in our cooler now. How's that building up in there? You got to move your tackle box, though. We must have, we've got a nice mess of fish.
Yeah.
Well, you changed your tactic a little bit there, John?
Well, I just threw up in a little shallower water up on the point.
I suppose that's one thing you can do when you're not getting bites. Just
Start trying different spots or different colors.
Ooh, there's a nice one.
Should I try your tip?
Ah, the biggest of the day, I think. Pretty close.
Yeah, he's pretty close to me.
Hold that one up to your hand. That's a pretty good sized fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a nice one.
That's probably 11 incher.
Uh-huh.
Whoop, come here.
Yeah, keep that one, okay?
Yeah, see, I got a pretty big hand, and he's bigger than my hand.
Uh-huh. All right. Again, right behind the boat, John. Ooh, look at this one.
Ooh,
look at that one. Look at that crappie. That's a nice fish.
Another nice one.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest one.
Well, I don't... there he goes.
There
he goes.
Those biggest ones, you're not supposed to do that.
Oh, I know, and this is really what I wanted to do was get my glove all wet in this cold weather. Now the guide's getting hot. Now the guide's doing all the catching. What'd you do, move the boat when I wasn't looking there?
No, same place. That's a white crappie. They're a nice one.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You got enough, though, ain't it?
Well, I'll keep one more. All right, another one. Another one. This is great. Oh, I tell you, I like this little ultralight. This is fun to catch these babies out.
Yeah, that little 5-footer.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not keeping track anymore, but we really must be close to, I'd say, 50 crappies, so you've made your guarantee work today.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and really not that hard either. What time is it now? Let me check. It's 10:30. We got on the water, what would you say, about 7:30 maybe?
7:30, yeah.
Super fishing. That's 50 crappies, a 5-pound walleye.
Yeah, I got one too.
I got one too.
Show down there, look, here they both go.
Here's mine.
Oh, here's mine's bigger.
Twins. Oh, you lost yours. You gotta boat them, John. You gotta boat them. There we go. I'll tell you, what a great place to take a family fishing, you know?
It's nice for kids because it's, of course, they got to be able to put up with this cold a little bit in this time of the year. But
I don't think kids feel cold when they're catching fish like this, though, do you?
No, and it's pretty, once you find a fish, they're pretty cooperative.
I got him. I got him. I got him.
There goes mine, too.
Ooh, this is decent size. They're back in big time.
I got mine, too.
They're back in big time.
Yep, they're back. Here's another double.
Yeah, we went for a while there without catching a lot of them, but now they're in here big time, folks.
That's the white here.
Yeah, this is a black.
Yeah, you got a black one, I got a white one.
Great. I'm going to keep a couple more of these. I don't mind cleaning them. These wide ones, you know.
This feels like a decent crappie.
Yeah, it's putting some pretty good bend in your pole. Ooh, yes, that may be the winner of the day is for the white crappie. If that is a white crappie.
Yeah, that's white. Oops, I had him.
Don't lose him. I want to clean that one up.
I can't get a hold of him.
That's the winner of the day, isn't it, on the whites?
That's probably 12 inches.
That's a nice fish. That's a gorgeous fish. Now, there's no difference in taste in the white and black?
I can't tell any difference. You might want to, maybe you got a better taste buds than me.
Oh, that's a dandy, isn't it?
Cold out here yet.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
Got to get them in, like you told me.
That's a nice one. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to keep this guy. Yeah, I'll be cleaning fish tonight. You know, my wife doesn't like it either when I clean them in the kitchen, but it's too cold to clean them outside today.
It's a pretty good one here.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Another big white?
Another white.
I'm learning the difference. You know, all the years that I've fished crappies for 30 years, and oh, there's one going here. I got him, I got him, I got him, I got him, I got him. Oh, is that great?
Well, you had to go back to that.
Yeah, I went back.
Though, so you can tell when you get a bite.
No, the reason I went back to that is because my hands were getting cold jigging all the time. You know, you can just set the rod down there for a minute.
You've been warming your hands? Oh.
Sure, I'll get warmed up. Put these doubles in there. That's great. Look at the mess of fish there. Now we'll get a shot of those before we leave. For guys to come up and fish here, what type of areas do you recommend they look for crappies this time of year?
Well, in the spring, you want to be fishing in eddies or else in the sloughs. You have to find a spot where there's not a whole lot of current.
Now, by an eddy, you mean an area that's blocked by an island or something?
Right, behind an island or behind a point, and you need fairly deep water. The sloughs, the same thing. You need. Seems like the fish are at least in 10 feet of water or deeper.
I could catch these all day. And literally, we could, but
I got one too.
I don't even get bored doing this. Woohoo! All right.
Oh, all right.
Hey, that's the way to do it.
People are going to think we're faking this, but we're not. We're really getting them this test.
Well, John, I really want to thank you for your day. You guaranteed me, what, over 40 crappies?
Yep.
And we got, how many you figure?
Oh, 45, 50.
45, 50 crappies. We're only out there for a couple hours, and we got the 5-pound walleye. Let's dump these out and see what they look like. I mean, that's a nice mess of crappies. And as I say, we didn't keep all that we caught.
We threw some back, so.
I mean, look at the size of these babies. They're all Beautiful. And my wife is the one that's going to be upset because I'm cleaning at my house today, huh?
Good.
Hey, I want to thank you for a really nice day,
glad you
John.
came.
Now, when can we get back again?
Oh, I'd come in the summer when it warms up, do some good smallmouth fishing and catfish.
Why are